This kind of government will perish from the earth. Robert Darrow just called Trump a sociopathic, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. Wow, that's quite the verbal salad. I think he might have missed a syllable or two in there. But hey, who's counting? Darrow is not pulling any punches here. He's like a one-man wrecking ball, smashing straight into the Trump Tower of Ego. Is this the ultimate Hollywood versus MAGA showdown? Let's find out. He compared the Trump family to a gangster family, which is something coming from you. What do you think? They are. Well, because he thinks he's a gangster. He does everything like a gangster. I don't think that gangsters in that world would think much of him. Stupid, he's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con artist. A mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework. It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this boo, has wound up where he has. Before we continue, quick favor. If you're loving this content, hit that subscribe button. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It costs nothing but means everything to us. Did you click it? Great, thanks so much. Now back to the main event, Robert Darrow versus Donald Trump. It's like a heavyweight boxing match. But instead of fists, they're throwing shade. And let me tell you, Darrow's got some serious wordplay skills. Imagine this. Darrow stepping into the ring with lines sharper than his Goodfellas monologues, while Trump's over there, flailing his tiny hands and yelling fake news. Classic mismatch. Twitter erupted faster than you can say raging bull, with memes flying left and right. One showed Darrow whispering, "You talking to me?" while Trump stood awkwardly nearby, holding a golf club. Another had Trump trying to block Darrow's insults by raising his hands like a shield. Classic. About the former president, you have called him a fraud, a con artist. You've said that he's a New Yorker like you, and you've watched this brand of BS. I think of how absurd it is. And this might be the one case where that could be it for him. It's a state case. He's sick. He is really genuinely a sick person that somehow has been allowed into. Back in 2011, when Trump was just a reality TV star with hair that could rival a toupee convention, Darrow started throwing shade like he was auditioning for Mean Girls. Political edition. He called Trump's act a big hustle, seeing right through the golden facade. Little did we know, this was just the warm-up round. Fast forward to 2016, and Darrow's insults got spicier than a ghost pepper dipped in hot sauce. Blatantly stupid, a pig. Oof, Bobby, no filter needed. It's like he saw Trump as the villain in one of his movies. Except this time, there were no retakes. But the mic drop moment came at the 2018 Tony Awards. Darrow went full New York and dropped the F-bomb on Trump, live on national TV. I'm gonna say one thing. Trump. The audience erupted louder than Trump's hair in a windstorm. Who knew your cool grandpa could swear so creatively during Thanksgiving dinner? And Darrow wasn't done. His insults evolved faster than Trump's excuses after a bad tweet. At one point, he dubbed Trump a deep fake president. Yeah, because nothing screams authentic, like someone whose face might actually be CGI. Maybe Darrow has been binge-watching Black Mirror for inspiration. Or maybe he's just describing Trump's spray-tanned complexion. Does it give you some sense, not of joy, but of relief? At least that he's potentially facing some consequences. Because, as you've said before, this guy's a con artist, and he's gotten away with it for years. I'm not calling him. I'm tired of calling him names. He just can't be anywhere near the office of the presidency. And it's funny, I was just thinking that if he actually became president, he could have done good things. Instead, he just had to do it all wrong. Darrow didn't just talk the talk, he's walking the walk. Picture this, he shows up outside Trump's trial, like he's auditioning for Taxi Driver 2, MAGA Bugalo. It's like he's method acting his way into taking down Trump. Why hire actors when you've got real-life political drama unfolding right before your eyes? But guess what? Our orange-tinted reality TV star turned politician is at it again. You'd think Trump would be too busy with, oh, I don't know, legal troubles. But nope. Turns out he's got time to play amateur film critic. Can you imagine him sitting in Mar-a-Lago, munching on a Big Mac and saying, Robert De Niro, overrated. My golf game has more depth than his movies. Classic Trump, criticizing art while avoiding accountability. And let's not forget, De Niro's critique wasn't just words, it was pure fire. He called Trump a sociopathic, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. Oof, that's got to sting more than a spray tan. Gone wrong. Meanwhile, Trump's probably over here, thinking what's a sociopath? Sounds like a plot point from of my failed films. This isn't just Hollywood versus politics. It's a battle of egos, so big they could fill Trump Tower. Or maybe just its deflated ego inflator, while De Niro is bringing the heat. Trump's responding with all the grace of a toddler who lost their favorite toy, who needs popcorn. When you've got this level of drama, stick around, folks. Next up, we'll see if Trump tries to sue De Niro for defamation or just tweets something about how he invented method acting. Either way, it's going to be epic. You've played a lot of bad. Guys, would you ever play Donald Trump? Never. There's nothing about him. There's not one redeeming thing in him that I can see. Ever, he's so, as we all know, so narcissistic and self-centered. I don't think they really understand, and historically from what I see, even in Nazi Germany, in a late-night rant, that probably had his lawyers reaching for the Tylenol. Trump went after De Niro, like a toddler who just learned some new naughty words. He called Bobby a wacko and said his movies aren't worth much anymore. Ouch, Donnie, did you stay up past your bedtime to come up with that singer? I mean, seriously criticizing Dow's acting chops. That's like a squirrel critiquing Einstein's theory of relativity. But wait, there's more. Trump's got a special nickname for De Niro, Punchy Real. Creative, right? It's like he's trying to be a schoolyard bully, but he forgot how insults work. Maybe he should stick to his day job. Oh wait, the Trumpster? Didn't stop there. He claimed he never knew how small De Niro was, both mentally and physically. Wow, Trump, making fun of someone's height. That's some real presidential material. Right there. I guess when you're busy measuring crowd sizes, you've got to measure everything else, too, about who Donald Trump was. In 2016, you're a lifetime New Yorker, so is he, and you said the country does not realize who this fraudster is. And note enough people listened. Do you think they'll listen now either for self-preservation, because they actually believe it, or they're diluting themselves, or whatever? But then when that happens, and you walk into a restaurant, you see people used to know, and all of a sudden, that you will see things that you'll see it's a invasion of the body snatchers. You'll see people you knew, or you thought you knew, all of a sudden changing, all of a sudden going with that side. But here's where it gets really juicy. Trump suggests De Niro suffers from Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, because clearly anyone who criticizes him must be losing their mind. It couldn't possibly be that they just, disagree with him. Classic Trump logic. In his latest comeback, Trump boasted about having a force greater than the radical left MAGA. Yeah, nothing screams stable genius like bragging about your fan club of keyboard warriors ready to unleash angry tweets. I'm sure De Niro is quaking in his boots at the thought of facing off against people whose biggest threat is typing all caps rinse. But here's the kicker. Trump's insults are about as effective as a chocolate teapot. In summer, they're melting faster than his spray tan in a sauna use. Figuratively, when I say punch him in the face, go at him a bully, you punch in the face, trouble with Trump is she's not just a bully. He's a stupid bully. Keep up the fight, keep at him, goat him hard, and every chance you get, goat him, go at him, because people, they take notice of that stuff. And don't be, he's not afraid, but he's doing what he should do. He knows that, do you think? Joe Biden's the right guy. We don't have a choice. And I think he is the right guy. He's a good guy. He's trying to do the right thing. And we don't have a choice. So who's winning this epic battle of words? On one side, we've got Hollywood's toughest guy, Samuel L. Jackson, master of sharp lines and sharper suits. On the other, the guy who thought cough was a real word. It's like watching a boxing match where one fighter lands actual punches while the other just tweets about how unfair it all is. Maybe it's time we change the channel on this circus, because as entertaining as Donnie Diapers is, Twitter, tantrums and Bobby J's burns, maybe they're distracting us from fixing the real problems. After all, the world won't solve itself, and neither will Trump's spelling issues.